Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this tutorial we are going to retrieve and display all the images that is uploaded by an online user. We have displayed here on his profile page, just like you guys see in Instagram. Okay, so for that what we need to do is go to the profile fragment profile.xml file, and here we need to do some changes in the design, and also we have to add a recycler view for displaying the uploaded pictures, and also later on in the upcoming tutorials we will work on the save pictures. So for that, first of all we will work on this grid view, to display the uploaded pictures in a grid. Okay, so for that what we're gonna do is we need to make sure that inside there is our scroll view, and the height of this must be match parent. Okay, just like this. And also the next thing is to change our this linear layout. This must also be match parent, and this is our linear layout that contains this section, and it is rep content. Then we have another linear layout which is this one, which contain the information of profile information. And after this we have a linear layout that contain these two buttons. Now below this we have to add our recycler view for displaying the uploaded picture of an online user in a grid, and also for displaying the saved pictures, which we will be doing in the next tutorial. But anyways, in this tutorial we are working on the uploaded pictures to display it in a grid. So this is our two buttons. Okay, and then we have this linear layout. Okay, so below this linear layout we have to add our recycler view. So recycler view match parent. Let's close this, and the ID for this one will be recycler view. Let's add this and make sure to give it a unique ID, so you can give it name as grid view for uploaded pictures. Whatever the ID you want to give to it. Let's say this is good. Recycler view, grid view for the uploaded pictures, and then we need another recycler view. But first we have to make sure that this recycler view must be from here to here, and here you can see it is half now. So the reason for this one is that this scroll view is not do not allow us to add this recycle view in full. The match parent. Here you can see it. The layout height is match parent, but it is not going up to the bottom. So what we can do is just come here and change this scroll view to the relative layout. And now if you click here, here you can see now it is perfect. Okay, so design is now okay. Now the next thing is to add, instead of calling this recycler view grid view, let's give it a proper name, which will be upload pic or images. Okay, the uploaded picture we will display here, and then another recycler view we will add, which is when a user click on this save button, so that recycle view will basically contain the saved pictures in a grid view. So we can give it name as this will be our saved pics or saved images. Okay, so anyways, the visibility for this one will be, by default it will be gone. Okay, and this is our uploaded picture. So yeah, now come back to the profile fragment, and here what we need to do is we need to add a list, array list, or you can say mutable list, in which we can store in which we can retrieve and store all our post for an online user, that online user uploaded the pictures. Okay, by post I mean the pictures. So let's just do that. You can give it name as post list, and it will be of type list. And here we have to use our model class, which is post. Okay, for retrieving get and set to retrieve the information that a post contain. which is description, post ID, post image, and publisher. Okay, and our model class post contain all of these. Here you can see it, we have set the setter and getter for it. So anyways, we can say post and make sure to import this. And this is basically, if you just write here, then this will be our model class. This one, com example Instagram clone app dot model. Okay, and let's initialize this with a null. Now the next thing is to add our this recycler view here on our profile fragment. So for that, come here and inside our own create view, below this, here we can say, let's initialize it, recycler view. Let's give it proper name, recycler view for uploaded pics or images, whatever name you want to give to it, and it will be of type recycler view. Then we can say recycler view uploaded images equals to view dot find view by id r dot id dot, and the id for this one is this one. Okay, so copy it and just paste that here. Recycler view uploaded images dot set has fixed size to true. Now we have to define the the layout, that is that we want to display the images in a horizontal way, in a grid. Okay, so for that we have to use our linear layout manager. Let's give it the same name, linear layout manager, and it is of type starting from capital L here. So we can say linear layout manager equals to grid layout manager, and here we have to pass the we have to pass the context, and then how much pictures you want to display here in a grid. So we want to display 3 pictures, so we have to pass this 3 integer value. Then we have to set our recycler upload, our recycler view dot set adapter equals to, in Kotlin we write dot adapter equals to, first we have to set our this linear layout manager. So we have to say that recycler view upload image, which is our recycler view. Then we can say dot set, and it is this one, layout manager in Kotlin, and pass this linear layout manager object we started from small l. Okay, so this is all about to set our recycler view in a horizontal way, for displaying pictures in horizontal way, or you can say in a grid basically. Now the next thing is to basically retrieve all the posts for an online user. That is, let's say this user is Muhammad Ali. Okay, and if we see, then Muhammad Ali has uploaded 1, 2 and 3 posts. Okay, and these 3 pictures we have to retrieve and display here. So for that, what we're going to do is, we have to write a query and to retrieve basically and save these images in our post list, which is our array list basically. So for that, a mutable list. Okay, what we're going to do is, let's create a method, a function here by the name private fun, and let's give it name as my photos. And it is our posts reference equals to Firebase database dot get instance dot reference dot child. The child is our post node, and then post reference dot add value event listener object colon value event listener, and here we need to add 2 curly braces and make sure it has 2 built-in functions, which is the on data change. Okay, remove the comment, and the second one is the on cancelled, remove the comment. So inside our on data change, we can say that if the post node exists, for that we have to say that if po, if our snapshot exists, po.exists, Then if there is something else, all data in our post list, then we have to make first, we have to make sure that our post list is clear. So we can say that post list dot clear. Okay, it is not appearing. We have to give the type alongside with it, which is our array list. Okay, this post list is our array list, and we have to pass our model class to it, which contain the setter and getter for this data. So cut this whole, first put these two round brackets and then paste it, and then we can say dot clear. And once it is clear, then by using the for each loop, we can say snapshot in po dot children post equals to snapshot dot get value post class dot java. Make sure to write this. Okay, this must not be null. If post dot get publisher dot equals to profile id. Here now we are checking that this publisher id, as you know that each post contain an id, which is the publisher id, that is the person who uploaded this post, or you can say this image. So we have to check if this publisher id match with an online user id, then it means that these images or these posts belong to this online user id, and we have to get that and display it here. So for that, first we have to add it to our post list, which is our array list. So here we have to match this with our profile id, and then we have to add this to our this post list. So you can say post list dot a post. So it will get it will read all these data one by one, and it will get all the images that an online user uploaded from this post node, and it will store it inside this post list, which is our array list. And then we have to display, just like on our timeline, if you see the new post appear here at the top. So we have to display the latest picture will appear here, here, and then the old post will be like that, just like you guys see in Instagram. Okay, exactly, we are doing that here. So we can say that collections, which is this one, collections. Okay, java.util dot reverse, sorry, it is not reverse order, it is just reverse, and pass the array list to it. And then we have to first create our post adapter, so that a user can also, when we display the images here, and we have to also, we have to display the images here. Now it is just stored inside the post list. Okay, so for that we will be needing to create an adapter to display the images here, and also we will allow user to do some action on these images. That is, when a user click on any image, then we will display the full image to the user, that specific image on which the user will click here, this online user. So for that, what we're going to do is first let's create our adapter, and let's come here, right click on this adapter, new, it will be Kotlin file class, and let's give it name as my images adapter, and then click OK. So here we can say class my images adapter. Let's pass the parameter to it that we will send from our profile fragment to here. Okay, just in a few seconds. So it will receive, the first one will be our context, which is our profile fragment. So in order to do that, let's give it name as context, and it will be of type context. Then the second parameter, it will receive our array list, so we can give it name as mpost, and it is of type list, and here we have to pass our model class to it, which is this one. Make sure to import this one, a quick com example, and this one. And then after this colon, let's move to next line, recycler view dot adapt my photos, I mean this my images adapter dot view holder. So we have to create our view holder. Let's just add it here first and then we can create it. So view holder, in which basically we will connect, I mean how we want to display our these pictures, in which design. We have not defined that designs yet, I mean define that design yet. Okay, so anyways, first let's just create this one. For that we will be needing XML layout first. So new resource, I mean this file, XML file. Let me just do it again in front of you guys, okay, because I do it very quickly. Layout resource file, okay. Let's give it name as images item layout, then press OK and come here to the text. Make sure to change this to, let's add a card view, okay, for displaying the images. So this is width and the height will be both. We have to change this to wrap content, and also let's add layout margin from all side 5 dp. Orientation is vertical, okay. So we need just one image view, I mean the size will be 125 dp, the width, and then also 125 dp the height. Let's close this and let's just add a source by default to it, which is our drawable profile. And the ID for this one will be post score image, and the scale type will be center crop. So it will be like, this is the first image, okay. So it will be, you will display here like on our this one, if there are let's say 5 pictures, then 1 2 3, and then in the next horizontal line 4 5, okay. You will understand it when we run the application. So anyways, now we have to connect our, I mean this image view, or you can say this whole images item layout. So as you know that for that we need inner class. So inside this, first let's create that inner class. So you can say inner class, and we have to give this name to it, which is view holder. The date non null, and let's say item view, it is of type view. Then we have to say recycler view, oh sorry, not like this. First add call, so to the next line we can say recycler view dot view holder and pass the item view here, then put 2 curly braces, and inside this we can say first that we have an image. So let's give it name as post image, call it is of type image view, and then we have to cast it by writing init post image equals to item view dot find view by id, or dot id dot, sorry, post image. Make sure to import this R. So once it is done, I mean we just connect our this post image, which is this image, okay, to our this adapter. But the next thing is, I mean we have to connect our this whole image layout, only then it will be known that we have an image. This this post image belongs to this layout. And also we have to just click here, you will understand it, okay. Click here and click this red bulb here, you can see implement members, and here we have these 3 methods, which is on create view holder, get item count, on bind view holder. Just press OK. So as you know that inside this on bind view holder, okay, first let's just connect this on create view holder. Now this on create view holder, here we have to connect our this layout, I mean this design, this whole design, this layout there, which is by the name images item layout.exe. Now just for the time saving, what I'm going to do is I'm just going here to this comment adapter, and from here I'm just copy pasting this thing. Okay, copy it, then close this and come back and just paste that here. Now we have to do some changes here. So here we have to pass our m context, okay, which is this context, and then our layout name is images item layout. So make sure to write that, which is images item layout, and the rest of the thing is same. Okay, parent, which belongs to this view group, so parent, and yeah, parent. Okay, and then we have this integer by type view type in order to get the position. So anyways, the rest of the thing is okay. Now the next thing is here, remove this comment first. We have to return the size of our list, which is by name mpost here. So we can say mpost, that is the total number of items which it contains basically. Copy this mpost dot size. Let's just pass this from our profile fragment, I mean these two parameter, which is the context and our list. So here we have to say that come here to the top, and after this we can say post list equals to array list. We have to define that, hey, this is our array list, and then we can say my images adapter. Okay, first we have to declare this here at the top. So for my images adapter, and it is of type my images adapter. Let's initialize this with a null. Then by using this, you can say my images adapter equals to context. Let it come. Now this it basically is our context, which means that on our profile fragment.cat, this whole operation is to be performed. Okay, so this it belongs basically, it tells that this is our context, and then the next thing we have to pass our post list. So we can say post list, which is, by the way, this one, just copy this, paste it here, post list as array list. Sorry, post. Oh, sorry, I mean I just commit a mistake here. Just select this and Control X. We have to pass this to our my images adapter. Okay, so then inside this we can pass these two parameters, which is our context and this post list, which is an array list. So yeah, that's it. Now we can say that recycler dot set adapter, sorry, dot adapter equals to my photos, I mean my images adapter, and then come here to the bottom where we have our function by the name my photos, and here we can say my images dot notify data set changed, and also we have to call our this method at the top, which is my photos, inside our own create. So let's just call this method here my photos. Once it is done, then come back to the images adapter, and then here, okay, first of all we have to define our this mpost. Okay, and the here we can say that private, well, let's give it the same name, which is mpost, and it is of type list, and we have to pass the post, which is our this model class. Let's initialize this with a null, and then okay, just click here and add initializer, and then inside make sure to add this here. Okay, And then inside our onBind view holder we have to display our image, the post picture. So we can say, well, post equals, by the way, we have to, it is not Java, most of the time I forgot. So anyways, mpost, we have to pass the position, which is basically present this integer position. You can also change this variable. In many cases these variable names are by default changed, okay? Sometimes it is I or whatever it is, you have to just pass this here and post position. Now here we have to add this non-asserted call also, okay? So and post position, and now we are able to display the image. So we can say cursor.get dot load post dot get post image dot into our, by using this object which is by the name holder, okay? View holder. So we can say holder dot post image. Now we are ready to test our application. Let's just run the app. So the app is running now successfully, and now if we go to the profile, then our app crash, unfortunately. So let's just check the logcat to see what is going on here. What is the problem that causes our app to crash. Now here we have this error which says fatal exception, my image is adapter. Null pointer exception. Here we forgot to add the init. That can assign our this list which is mpost to this mpost which we initialize with null. Now you can see it basically gives the error which is null pointer exception. It means that our post list is empty. It is null. So we forgot to assign our this post mpost which is an array list which we are sending from here. Okay, here you can see it. So we have to say here, sorry for that, I just forgot to add this. So after our, here at the top we can say that init, and then we can set this dot mpost, sorry, equals to mpost. So now this list which is a parameter, okay, it will assign to our this one which is basically by default it is initialized with null. So it will, now the null pointer exception will be gone. And if it shows this red line error, then you can also check on from this red bull which says that change this val to, sorry, variable, okay, var, and also use this non-asserted, okay. The rest of the thing is same, it is okay. Let's just run the application again. So the app is running now again, and hopefully this time it will work. So let's just click on profile, and here you can see it, 3 images, okay? The first one, the second one which is contain a horse, since you know that the scale type for the image is center crop, and here you can see it. If you just come here, then one which is this mobile picture, then the second one is this horse picture, okay, and then we have this one which you can see here. Now let's just upload another picture. Let's choose this one. So now we can crop it, and hey, again, then let's just upload it so that we can basically see that how it is working. Here you can see the new image will appear here just like in Instagram. Now what we will be doing next, now the next thing is to also, first we will work on the saved images. That is, when a user click on this save image button or this icon, then it will display all the pictures that user saves. And also one more thing is that here you can see these are the images, but what if a user click on any picture? I mean, the user must want to view this image in his full size. So whenever a user click on any image here, then it will display the image in full size, just like you guys see in Instagram, along with the description and comments and the total number of likes, etc. And also we have to display I mean retrieve and display the total number of posts here. So yeah, we will be working on that in the upcoming video tutorials. So yeah, that's it for this video tutorial. See you guys in the next video. Bye for now.